Yeah, here's the memorial.
I mention again, the Lodz ghetto survived till 45, which was absolutely amazing. It started in 39 and it's still cooking in 30 and 45. And when it's liquidated at the end, so the Germans don't leave it. They had to deal with it. So they were sent to Auschwitz from here.
They usually about in 1946, they used that German font. Right?
Memorial that's supposed to look like the train.
Like that, that's leading in.
Train.
Wow. بسرعة تبعت.
Where are you in the States from?
No. Johannesburg.
You still live in Johannesburg. So how did
Weit
you come
vegan,
to
weit
this
vegan, weit vegan.
Weit vegan? And the rest from America, how do they?
Mainly from all over, mainly Israel.
Mainly Israel.
Rav, sag ich es. That was the Rav we spoke on Erev Shabbos in the his Chabad in Orange Grove in Joburg. Could you read?
Between April 16th and November 30th, 2018, Litzmannstadt Ghetto Extermination Memorial and Tunnel of the Deported will be unavailable to visitors.
Okay, that's just...
You don't need that.
Forget
Okay, then we don't need it.
Delete.
You delete.
We apologize for any
We
inconvenience.
apologize for any
Okay.
inconvenience. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Delete that picture. Delete.
Delete. Yeah, but this.
You know, it's all part of it.
Yeah, but what is all? But what is over here?
So it's Amazal the Weaker.
That's a big.
It's very big. Wow, this is the train station. Wow. Wow, look at this.
Closer than what we saw in Auschwitz. Put your hands on it. There's inscription in Hebrew, Yiddish, and Polish on the walls all the way to the end. There are like back the rear. This is like the station. You can see it looks like a train station, and you expect maybe a Coca-Cola machine inside or something, some seats. You have at the end matzevot looking like monuments with names on them, and these are cities where the trains passed. The trains passed, and that's where Jews came from to the Lodz. From here they went to Auschwitz.
This is still an active rail line, isn't it?
That's an active rail line, yeah.
Wow, right next to it.
So you can just
Somebody said an active airline?
Rail line.
Rail.
So you open this up and you're inside?
Wow, look at barbed wire on the top.
deportations where people tore the things
Yeah.
with some air.
Can you believe it?
There's a movie in some town in America where they established a cattle truck and they filled it with paper clips.
Oh, I heard it's called Paper. I've got that movie, Paper Clips.
Little air, and consider that this car was stuffed like a sardine can.
This was luxury. This was luxury because the way when they afterwards when they did march, the death march, they were in open cars. They were walking. My father was in the car, open and the railroad, open.
Saved the niggas, which was Linda, saved the niggas of
The other side
just was married, and they discovered a version of such that nobody in Eretz Yisrael could touch it. What they call inoperable?
Yeah.
They said there's one guy in Hanover, Germany, on German soil, a Persian, an Iranian doctor. He could do it. There's a hospital there in Hanover. It's built like a brain. That's all they do with brains. The hospital building is in shape of a brain. So they chanced it, and it was right on Pesach. He had the operation the morning of Pesach, and the family, his father was there with him, and his wife, young wife, was there with him. And then they brought as much of the provisions that they could, but there's no kosher. They didn't get kosher. So at the end of Yom Tov, I told them, I said, listen, I have some points to go out. It was a Wednesday. I'm going to go with food with them, supply them, do a big kacholim to this boy. Boy, my shul. So I did it. It was Yom Tov Sheni. I took my liberty. I got on a plane of Sheni. I got into Berlin. No Jew alive there. I got on a train from Berlin with 2 full suitcases.
You arrived on Yom Tov Sheni.
I left on Yom Sheni, and they were.
Yeah.
But I had 2 suitcases of chickens that they brought me, and I went to Angel Bakery. I opened a pizza. It's like heaven. And I met them fine. It was just a very nice. But after a few hours, that's it. And then I went back to Munich. Took a train to Munich. And I looked at the board, the schedule, right? The train's going to Dachau, Sachsenhausen. I said, well, 1 second. Where the heck am I right now? So once I sorted it in, I get to the El Al and I check in. I'm a balabas there, El Al. So there's a German official, an El Al official local. They do that, right? And he's in uniform.
Israel, yeah.
Right. And he's got a heavy German accent. And comes over and he goes, Rabbiner Adler? I said, one second. How do you know we've been? We were told there was one rabbiner on the flight, and you look like it. Okay, step out of the line.
Oi.
I almost died.
Oh my God.
I have seen more than one film on the Shoah of what step out of the line means.
Yeah.
Step out of the line. What do you mean step out of the line? I'm in Germany now by train. Like step out of line. And he pulls me over to an unattended. There was no line there, and apparently he's a business class. He tells her, "Give him business." He did survive. He did survive. Baruch Hashem, back in Israel, he has a whole family. Baruch Hashem, it's a real mess. Mazach Hashem. But that's what I need all points for.
I said it. I just came
Sitting here. Sure.
These are different camps, but they his grandmother's next to my mother. Okay, 97 years old. How's that? But Ravensbrück I heard of, Sachsenhausen I heard of, Auschwitz, Abschieden, Groß-Rosen.
The top I heard of.
But the idea of making them one city world.
There.
This is a sensational word.
There, the sea.
This is real. You feel it. We're at sea. Did you go into the under the sea?
Yes, there was a belief being written about the story.
Can I ask you again a big favour? Could you read the inscription? It's such a...
Read it first this time.
No, you did amazing last time as well.
Okay, let's try it. You ready?
Really?
This small train station was the arrival point for about 38,000 Jews from Central Europe and the Wartland district, and for about 5,000 gypsies who were massed into the Lodz ghetto during 1941 and 1942. In 1942 and 1944, it served as a loading station for about 145,000 Jews deported by the Germans for extermination in the death camps at Chelmno on Mer and Auschwitz-Birkenau. In Auschwitz-Birkenau, some were moved further to other camps in Ravensbrück, Sachsenhausen, Oranienburg, Gross-Rosen, and Stuttgart.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I wanted to see if there's anti-Semitism. So my son was there. I said, go to the demonstrations. I don't know if the pictures will come out.
Memory of the children of the ghetto. Do you see? I want to show you the Vienna one.
I read it.
Can you read it?
Yeah, no.
Could you read the one with Vienna?
I'll read it, it's okay.
English or Hebrew?
City of Luxembourg. This is so important.
That's Berlin. That's also
Okay, can we read it?
I'll read
Okay.
it. Between October the 18th and November 1941, German authorities deported 4,200 Jews from the Berlin Reich capital to the Lichtenstadt ghetto in Lodz. Almost all of them died from starvation, cold or illness, or were murdered in Nazi extermination camps in Kulmhof and Neer and Auschwitz-Birkenau. With humility and sadness, the city of Berlin commemorates citizens who were forced to suffer and were murdered solely because they were Jews.
Wow. And then
This one, okay.
with
With deep regret, the city of Luxembourg remembers the citizens who suffered and died senselessly simply because they were Jews.
wow. And
Between the 4th and 8th of November 1941, the National Socialists deported 5,007 Austrian, Roma and Sinti. I can't really read this one.
among them
2,500 children from Camp Lackenbach and from southern Burgenland to the ghetto in Lodz. Completely isolated from the rest of the ghetto's population, they were crammed into 5 apartment houses, often up to 30 persons per room, without any heating, food or water supplies due to the catastrophic living conditions. Typhoid fever broke out among them. On the 4th December, more than 600 Roma who died from this epidemic were buried in the grounds of the Jewish cemetery in Lodz. Between December 1941 and January 1942, all surviving Roma were gassed. In the Kulmhof Kelmo death camp, nobody survived.
wow. And now, who wants to read the one with Vienna?
Between
the city of Vienna.
October the 16th and November the 3rd, 1941, as many as 4,999 Viennese Jews were deported to the Lichtenstadt ghetto in Lodz by the National Socialist regime governing Austria in those days. Elderly, in bad health, they were forced to lead a miserable life in unbelievable distress. Most of them did not survive for long. Uprooted, harassed, and deprived of their dignity, they died of hunger or disease, while others were murdered in the Kulmhof death camp. By the time the SS liquidated the ghetto, only 113 Viennese Jews had survived. Crammed into the cattle cars, they were deported in the last train that left the Radegast station for Auschwitz on August the 29th, 1914.
And this is from the city of Vienna, commemorates
The Jewish
its Jewish citizens in mourning and shame. Wow. This monument is in memory of the Holocaust. The Lodz ghetto was erected by the initiative of the mayor of the city of Lodz and the city council. It was unveiling 60 years to the day after the last transport of Jews left the station for the death camps. In Lodz, August 29th, 2004. These look like pre-war houses. incredible. That was very important, those signs. For the city of Yen, it's say in sorrow and shame. Wow. Very special. Wow.